Welcome back to the Geoff Lems level solving commentary video series, and we continue with more levels of the Mayhem rank. First up, Mayhem 11, Lemming and Zest. And also, I checked with the Mayhem 1, and that is indeed a repeat. Yeah, yeah, goodness, a lot of these repeats have been quite a while back, so apparently I don't remember them all. Anyway, for this one, 95 release rate, so pretty high. 1 climber, 1 bomber, 3 blockers, 4 builders, and 10 each of the digging destructor skills here. Okay, block with the second lemming, what the first one goes on ahead to build across the gap. Then, of course, we block at the, or we block with another lemming, on the starting platform, and also max out the release rate as well. Okay, and then, yeah, this takes 2 builders. Okay, dig down. Okay, and I bomb the right blocker. Okay, and then, oh goodness, lots of things going on here. So mining, and then dig, and then mine, and then mine, and then dig, and then dig, and then dig, dig. So it looks like there are 3 of them. So yeah, we just want to go on ahead, it appears. Because, yeah, we need to block so that the other one turns around, and then we build across the gap here. Okay, and then I stop this first digger with a miner. Okay, who bashed? Looks like it was this one, and then this one stopped with a basher. And then 1 more builder to get across to the exit. Okay, and yeah, looks like one of the diggers got cancelled. And then finally stopped the last digger with a basher. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, as you can see, this can be pretty difficult to live manage because of the high density of the lemmings close to one another. But you have more than enough digging destructor skills to manage it. Mayhem 12, think fast. And then time limit of 1 minute here. So yes, I do believe this is a repeat. Yeah, the last one wasn't. Alright, so we still have a 1 minute time limit here, I think. Yeah, just like the original. Okay, so we dig here. Yeah, it's a safe drop for the digger. Okay, and then we dig here. Yeah, pretty close to the firebox here. Yeah, make him a float. No, so I don't think it's survivable. Okay, and then after digging for a bit, we go ahead and build. Okay, block here. Then, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and build some distance away from the first builder here. Yeah, float. And then, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make a platform. Yeah, and then we use our last builder as a delay, and then I max out the release rate here. So we need to make sure that we finish on time here. Yeah, so this makes it across. So a lot of precise skill assignments here. But you know, then again, it is the Mayhem rank. So you are expected to pull out any tricks that you might have in your repertoire. Yeah, if you want to beat these levels. So certainly we're at the point of the pack where Geoffster's not really messing around anymore. Mayhem 13, the garden. So yes, this would be another repeat, if I'm not mistaken. So 1 climber, 1 floater, 5 bombers, 4 blockers, 6 builders, 1 basher, and 1 miner. So we're just missing the digger skill. Mine with the first lemming, block with the second lemming behind him. Okay, so it looks like we don't drop to the bottom. So instead, after we break on through, we just build. Looks like it's 3 builders. Okay, he needs to float down. And then, yeah, use our remaining builders here. Because as you can see, we don't have enough builders to go across at the bottom here. Yeah, like we did in the original. Okay, then we make him climb. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and bomb here so that the height of the wall is reduced, so that the fall is survivable. Then we go ahead and bomb the blocker here. Yeah, and I also max out the release rate. So yeah, as you can see here. Okay, finally bash on through. And then just bomb when we're right above the exit platform. Yep, and that's it. So very nice. And managed to save 2 over the requirement here. Mayhem 14, advanced compression method. So yeah, another repeat here. So if I am correct about the first repeat in Mayhem 12, yeah, this is the 3rd repeat in a row. So yeah, dig here with the lemming with the top left, and then same thing with the top right. So certainly what to do here to achieve what you need. Yeah, it's not very easy at all. Okay, and then mine here so that he can hit the steel and turn around. So the digger stopped due to the steel, and these 2 entrances are contained. Okay, and then we build. And then mine here as well. Yeah, so that this entrance is also contained. Yeah, and then we build again. So it looks like we don't go through this trap, but rather we go over it. So yeah, send up a climber. And then bomb here. Yeah, since we don't have any bashers, so we need to get a little higher in order to mine through it. Yep, and there we go. Now it's just a matter of releasing the top entrances here, but first I go ahead and max out the release rate. Yeah, we're trying to do as the title says here, which is to compress them. So send up a climber, and then go ahead and bomb. Yeah, to release the crowd here. And then we're gonna go ahead and wait for them to gather around with this group. So dig here. Yes, looks like I just built them out. So mine to get the others up here, and then finally just build them out. So yeah, it's a little scattered here, but yeah, as long as you manage your losses here carefully, then you should be fine. So 2 more losses here, and that should be it. So also managed to save 2 over the requirement here. And this is indeed kind of an advanced way to compress the lemmings so that you don't lose too many to the traps. Because as you can see, the save requirement is way tighter, yeah, than it was in the original. Mayhem 15, gluten-free organic lemmings. So another repeater. Wow, lots of repeats. Yeah, this I honestly did not remember. So pretty interesting wide assortment of in the skill set here. We go ahead and float down, and then bomb here, and then we go ahead and build to get to the other side. Yeah, and this the other one will be overland, so he gets a floater. Yeah, and then same thing, he slips on by before the builder gets across. This becomes a blocker, and then we get a floater. Okay, and then dig here, and then of course build across the gap. Okay, max out the release rate in order to get everyone inside the digger pit. Okay, then continue building across the gaps here. Okay, send up a climber, and then build. Yeah, I think it's just building across the top as well, and then we just mine back towards the crowd. So reverse mine, if you will. So dig down here, and then build, so that they can still go over the top. Yeah, and then reverse mine as I said. Yeah, we don't bash the crowd free because, yeah, there's still some preparation work to do here. And this is just splat height. So we just need to chip off a bit, but apparently I just mined as far back as possible. Yeah, when it would have been enough to like just mine a little bit off the corner. Then it would have been survivable. But that's okay. So, very nice level here. And it uses all the skills. Yeah, I mean, we are like halfway through the Mayhem rank, so Mayhem 16, logistics. So certainly at the point where some of these levels are showing their nastiness. So either 2 or something or 3 or something. 2 floaters, 3 blockers, 2 builders, 2 bashers, and 3 miners. So first one becomes a floater, second one mines behind him. Yeah, at the top. Okay, he also gets a floater. Okay, block here. Okay, and then we block here. So yes, that's just a way to hold back the crowd while 2 go on ahead here. So block with the first floater. Okay, bash through here. And then build to get over the exit. Yeah, because we need to make a platform for the others here. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and mine. Okay, yeah, I was wondering if I released the right blocker or not. Yeah, that's not really necessary since we'll be able to save more than enough here. But yeah, we need to mine so that we get the others down safely. And then same thing here. Yeah, because he managed to make his way back over the top here and then down on this platform. So we finished with Basher left over here. So, no, we don't. Sorry. Yeah, we need to cut the staircase here so that nobody goes over and then falls down and splats. Nope, I'm wrong. But yeah, this is one of those where it's not like hard for its position. It's pretty much about right, in my opinion. But at the same time, it's not like super easy either. Mayhem 17, the plateau. So yeah, and yet another repeat. Oh, and yeah, I think the last level was also a repeat. Wow, so many repeats in a row here.
Let's go.
Okay, so one of everything except for the miners where we had 3 of them. And we don't have any bombers or bashers. Okay, so we go ahead and mine with the first lemming and then block behind him. Yeah, this is the way to get them down safely. And then, yeah, rather than go to the bottom, we're gonna go ahead and go over here. So we do that by building. Okay, and then we go ahead and mine to the right so that we can free the blocker. Yeah, and there's a little alcove here so that they'll be able to get back up into the miner tunnels. Yeah, send up a climber. Yeah, then we're gonna go ahead and mine. Sorry, not mine. Dig. Yeah, and then finally mine to get over the steel block. So yeah, this would definitely be one of my favorites of the rank. It's a very, very nice puzzle. And this one we managed to finish with a floor left over. But should still be an acceptable solution. Mayhem 18. Now this is a predicament. Yeah, I think I remember this one being one of the hardest of the rank. And we finally break the numerous repeats in a row. Because this is finally a unique one.
Let's go.
So, either 1 or something or 2 or something. 1 climber, 2 floaters, 1 bomber, 1 blocker, 2 builders, 2 and 2 each of the digging destructor skills. Yeah, this is splat height, so we need to make a floater. So we block with the second lemming. Okay, and then we dig here. The instant he lands. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build to the left now. This is just a way to make them survive the fall. And then we go ahead and mine. The blocker would be free. Yeah, he goes on ahead, but we have a floater, which we give to him. And yeah, this is survivable now. He gets a climber, so this floater up here. Yeah, and this is a survivable job. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but yeah, it is survivable. A couple of pixels leeway. Okay, and then we go ahead and mine the floater free. Okay, build to reach the exit. And all that's left to do is to bash through the one-way walls. And that's it. So, unusable bomber and a digger left over. So very nice. So looking back at this isn't like I guess like super hard, I suppose, but like rather it can be difficult to get the workers where they need to be and all. But it can still be pretty challenging. Mayhem 19, Fair Weather Lemmings. Is this a repeat? I honestly do not remember.
Let's go.
Okay. 2 climbers, 1 floater, 1 blocker, 2 builders, and 5 miners. Yeah, this is Geoffster's pack, so yeah, it's not like I have all the levels memorized, and same thing with the repeats. Okay, so 1 slips on by the builder, so he gets the floater. Yeah, and then we make him climb back up. Yeah, to where the crowd is. Okay, and then send up another climber. Okay, mine here. Okay, and then block to turn the miner here. So, yeah, that gets the crowd up, and then we're gonna go ahead and mine the blocker free. Okay, so I do it pretty late here. Yeah, so that blocker was released, but then he turns around. Yeah, I think it's to make some more timing here, probably. Yeah, because we go ahead and mine, and then once we're low enough, we're gonna go ahead and, or rather, once he breaks through, we're gonna go ahead and build. Okay, and then mine here. Yeah, so that the other climber will be low enough in order to mine the crowd free. So not necessarily a difficult level, but there's some pretty difficult timing. Yeah, that needs to be achieved here. Yeah, you need to do it a couple of times, so yeah. So I would have to say this level's position is well justified, just late in the pack. Yeah, even if it may not be one of the hardest of the entire pack. And then finally, Mayhem 20, Panic at the Disco, and then time limit of 1 minute. If you're aware of that, yeah, that is the name of a band. And then I believe the band's frontman is Brandon Urie. I think I got his last name right, but I know his first name is Brandon. You know, they wrote songs like "I Write Sins, Not Tragedies." Yeah, that's pretty much how I first got to know the band. But yeah, there's a big sense of urgency here since you only have a 1 minute time limit. But you do have 10 of everything except for blockers and bombers. So on the right side, I go ahead and bash, and then left entrance, I go ahead and bash as well, and then yeah, stop the basher with a builder here. Alrighty, so he finished just in the nick of time before someone arrives and then turns around. Yeah, then we're gonna go ahead and build. Yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead and dig here. Yeah, and then I max out the release rate. Yeah, make a turnaround point for the others. We'll slip on by. Yeah, and then we're just going to go ahead and quickly make staircases here by canceling the digging destructive skill with a builder. Yeah, in order to make our way up to the exit. Because yeah, you pretty much don't have enough time to like use the remaining builders to make full staircases to reach the exit. yeah, you'll run out of time long before that happens. Because as you can see, we only had 5 seconds remaining at the end. Yeah, it's a very nice level. Yeah, I definitely love the sense of urgency here. But yeah, it's definitely not easy to work out how to get your save all. Yeah, within the strict time limit. Alrighty, so those were 10 more levels of the Mayhem rank. And so next time we will finish up the remainder of the Mayhem rank, and hence the finish up the level solving commentary video series. So with this, hope you enjoyed the Geoff Lems level solving commentary video, and I'll see you all next time for the final part.